Hello, Roll Mithril here once again, getting back to Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. So as we last left things, we finally learned the last move in Spyro's repertoire. So we can swim, we can climb ladders, and most importantly, we can headbutt the floor. So we can finally go back and do the last bits of cleanup. And so we'll be starting with Fracture Hills. As you can see there, we're still missing 2 orbs there, so let's go take care of that. But no worries, I'll spare you from the bagpipes. We'll be back as soon as I get Fracture Hills back to where I had it last time. And so here we are back at the end of Fracture Hills. So take a moment to appreciate just how close the Alchemist is to Hunter. So yeah, let's go over here.
Just stand still, he says. I'll turn your boots to gold, he says. Oh, hi, Spyro. You're a sight for sore eyes. I'd appreciate it mightily if you could locate that Alchemist. He owes me a favor.
So, for those wondering, you can't solve the problem that way. You just kind of get shoved out of the way and don't really headbash the stone. So, yeah, we actually do need to go visit the Alchemist. Right over here. It's a pretty short trip.
I've been experimenting with this potion. I'd like to test it out, but the Earthshapers out there have made going out a bit difficult. Could you kindly offer me an escort?
So yes, we're going to escort the Alchemist.
Great! Just keep those Earthshapers away from me and I'll take this potion to Hunter.
So, protect the Alchemist from the Earthshapers. 4-star difficulty. The thing is, this isn't really too hard if you know the path he's going to take, which doesn't exactly make a lot of sense. If you know where he's going, though, you know which Earthshapers you need to move. First, this one. Just get him out of the way. And then the Alchemist is going to go this way, so we move this one. At this point, he goes around this loop, and we need to move this one. Once he's done, we have to go take care of this one again because he's just going to loop around. And then go over here. At this point, the Alchemist does something really stupid. The direction he's going there... yeah, he just does a 180 and comes back this way. So continue moving this Earthshaper out of the way. And then he goes into where Hunter is.
Man, do my feet feel better. Would you look after this for me?
Yeah, that's all well and good, but let's take a moment to truly appreciate the stupidity of that. Okay, so here's a basic representation of this part of Fracture Hills. Now, any sane person, going from the Alchemist's place over to where Hunter is, they'd take this path. It's very straightforward, and there's only one Earthshaper in the way. But no, not our Alchemist friend. He takes this path. Long, winding, and with plenty of danger. Either the Alchemist is really stupid, or he's just trolling us hard. Yeah, anyway, orb get.
As long as you're here, would you like to help me take out these stubborn Earthshapers?
So, kick Earthshaper butt? Indeed.
All right. When I shoot an Earthshaper with an arrow, you headbash him before he gets back up. Remember, headbash by jumping and then press triangle.
This is why we needed this skill, and if we went ahead and did the Alchemist quest without this skill, we would have had to do it again to get to this point. If you free Hunter before you have the headbash skill, he'll talk about that you need it to do anything else here.
We have to get all of them at once, or they'll just invite more of their friends. Let's go!
So, headbash Earthshapers after Hunter shoots them. Again, it pays to know the path he's going to take. Thankfully, his path does at least make a bit more sense than the Alchemist's. And again, it is constant. after you take out the first two, he goes down this line. Okay, now we went for this one. And finally this one. As you can see, you don't have a lot of time.
As long as you're here.
So, let's try that again. It'd be nice if he'd kind of wait for you, but unfortunately he doesn't. Knowing the path does help, but yeah, getting to the Earthshapers in time, that's another matter entirely. Now you. Now he goes after the one in here. Then this one. Okay, we should have enough time now. There we go.
We make a great team. Here, I was going to give this to the Alchemist, but I'm a bit annoyed at him at the moment.
You and me both. But with that, Fracture Hills is complete. So just going to the page here to show the titles of the orbs. There we go. So, time to get out of here. I just noticed all the non-killer plants came back. I don't know if that's the result of failing Hunter's challenge once or what. But they're all back. All the dangerous ones are gone, though. I said I'd spare you the bagpipes, and I meant it. So, back to the hub world. We're still not quite done with the cleanup. One more area we need to revisit. And that would be over this way. Back to Shady Oasis. One orb missing here, and we are also missing some treasure. So, back after I get the hippos all nice and fed. Actually, I forgot, there was kind of a minor thing I was asked to point out, and that is, at each berry bush, the hippo does have something different to say.
Spyro, it's a good thing you're here. I've been trying to get a berry out of this magic berry bush, but I'm just not strong enough. If you charge or flame the bush, one of those yummy berries should drop. By eating the berries, we become big and strong. I guess you'll have to glide across to this berry bush. Keep getting the berries for me, and I'll take you to the great berry bush. You'll have to go back to those steps you passed to reach this one. Hitting the bush with one of those lava rocks should work. I think I passed some lava rocks in the last room.
Alright, so with all that taken care of, here we are at the end of Shady Oasis, and it's time for the cleanup. We need to come down here. Getting the last bit of treasure, well, that's simple enough. And that's all we were missing. So, now for the final orb.
My 8 brothers have been trapped in rock and will sink in the lava if you can't break them free. Headbash the rocks by jumping, then pressing triangle, and follow my lead.
So, help the petrified hippos.
Follow me, and remember, jump and then press triangle to headbash.
So, follow Grundy and bash your relatives out of the rock. 3-star difficulty. Make sure you get the power up so you can go in the lava safely. Also, just be careful about where the petrified hippos fall. If they land on you, weird physics happen. Yeah, a little something occurred for the gag reel later this year.
I have a big family, but you've managed to save all of them. Take this thing, too. I'm too tired to carry it anymore.
And so, orb get. And with that, Shady Oasis is complete. So, we can get out of here now. And we've already seen this. So with that, we've officially taken care of all the cleanup and we can head back for Winter Tundra. I think the closest warp point would be over here. There we go. Alright, so before we call it, we're going to do one more thing. We'll just go ahead and go down this way. And we're going to go ahead and take care of the final speedway after a quick refreshing pause. Back in a moment. And we're back. It's time to take on Canyon Speedway, so let's get right to it. As usual, there is a time-based skill point to go for here. You have to clear all objectives in less than 1:10 seconds. But this one isn't too terribly bad. Start by going after the rams. After the 5th ram, you'll cross by the bikers. You can take out a couple of them on the way if you want, but it's no biggie if you miss them. Once the rams are gone, go through the rings. This part's pretty straightforward. And it leads you right here. Start charging and take out the rest of the bikers. Once you get to this purple area, get ready to fly and take out the vultures. They're pretty well clustered, so they're rather easy to take down. Basically, just don't panic at this point. And we got it. So, all in one, 400 gems. And we cleared it in 1:02 seconds, so we did pretty well there. So, we have the skill point. But of course we're not quite done here. There is an orb we need to acquire. For this one, you need to get back out to where the vultures were. So, just get onto the biker path and look for the purple area. Once you're where the vultures are, just hang a hard left. That was a little bit too hard of a left. There he is.
All right, Spyro. Are you ready to try out my plane? I just fixed it, and I'm pretty sure it won't crash now.
Well, that's reassuring. So, go for a ride? Indeed we will.
Okay, Spyro, here's what you've got to do. I've got the plane on remote control, so all you have to do is hit the targets with your machine gun. Press circle to fire the gun and use the D-pad or analog stick to aim.
So, simple enough control-wise, but there is one thing they don't tell you here. It's inverted controls, so up goes down, down goes up. Kind of standard with flight-type games, I guess. But anyway, we need to hit all the targets. Indeed, if you miss even one, you fail. It's another of those just don't panic. And you do need to take out the blimps, too. What makes this a little bit tricky is blind corners. But so far we're doing okay. This doesn't get really bad until right at the end. The blimp kind of tries to fake you out a little bit. But there we go.
Hey, you nailed all of the targets. It must be because you had such a good pilot.
Well, true, at least we didn't have to worry about flying. I'll give you credit. You did a good job, Hunter. But with that, we're done with the Speedway. 400 more lovely gems. So, just checking out the guidebook real quick. Canyon Speedway, 100%. So with that, we're just going to get staged up for the next one. Come right over here. And next time, we'll be taking on Mystic Marsh. So with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well.